So, welcome to Dream 100 Business Show, Mr. Gurvinder Singh. It's truly an honor and pleasure to have you on our show.
Thank you, Savita, and it's an honor for me as well. I've been watching your podcast. It's really impressive. Yeah.
Now, let's understand more about Global Business Connects and how it can help businesses in terms of funding. Mm.
See, as the name says, Global Business Connects. So we are a company, we are a platform wherein we connect business to business for their probable joint ventures, collaborations, merger, acquisition, funding, or any other similar requirement for any corporate or a startup. So it depends on the same criteria and the nature of business the startup is doing, the future prospects of the business, who are the promoters, what they are looking for, what are their visions and goals. So similar to any other startup funding relationship, we also see these kind of things. So as you know, we have done our own businesses. I have my own three private limited companies and four verticals under those companies. So after successfully running these businesses, so now we have been able to come up with some kind of acumen, I would say, wherein we are able to find out and we can do starting from 2-3 crores to you know I would not like to exaggerate, but any amount we can go. So we have
Mhm.
ecosystem, we have this kind of people around us. So I have my own small fund as well. So
Mhm.
at times we do it from our own side, and at times we take help from external funds, and then we connect it.
Mhm. Awesome. So, since funding is what most of the startups require, and you being successful in so many businesses, once, let's say, if any startup gets funded, so will you be giving your expertise in terms of running the business? Because what we have seen is that startups who get funded don't know how to manage the funds. So they require some kind of guidance. Will you be able to help them in that area as well?
Truly speaking, if you see the ratio of our funding business, it would be 85 to 15. So, with due respect to the startups, we are more inclined towards the companies who have been running for the last 20, 25, 30, 35 years. More mature people who understand how to run the business, the operation side, and they have strong fundamentals. And then we are more inclined to do with those kind of people. I do help people get to their next levels apart from funding thing, but there is some retainership monthly involved. At times, startups are not able to understand, the kind of money is involved. But people who have been working with us, the second category people who are more mature, so they understand that the kind of value we bring. If somebody talks about the transaction, that at times I have been perceived as a sales head. That now we have Gurvinder on board and he will connect us with the people and we will get the sales. Yes, you will get the sales, but I'm not here for the sales. I'm here for much more, maybe 100 times more. If you take me as a sales guy, then you are mistaken. I can help you creating your vision. I can help you creating your mission, goals, strategy, HR, marketing, sales, legal. We can help you in tens of ways. So, finally, the answer to your question is we are more inclined to work with companies, people who have been running their businesses for longer. And yes, we do have more than funding facilities, services for them.
Awesome. So, since you say you would love to help businesses who are quite established, So established businesses nowadays, they are moving towards IPO as well. So would you be able to help them in getting into IPO as well?
Yes, very good question. Yeah, I'm going through this phase of my business life these days. So we have an ecosystem in Mumbai, very close associates. I'm working very closely with them, and I would say they are the topmost people, topmost venture capitalist
Awesome.
people in the country. Beyond that, there is nothing left. So the
Mhm.
top guys, and as I'm more of a connecting guy, so I have very good relationships and connects with them. We are working on 4 IPOs at the moment, and
Wow.
it's a journey,
Mm.
1.5 to 2.5 years. It's a total journey of hand holding and going through all the compliances and initial round of fundings to take them to the IPO level. And there's a lot more processes involved. But yes, we are doing IPOs for 4 people. Among four, one is at a very uh, good mature stage, and three are in the comparatively early stage of their IPOs. But yes, we will be able to handhold them and take them all of those. And I'm in the process of working with more people, wherein we have that the kind of matureness, the kind of fundamentals we are looking for in the companies. So we are in touch with more companies, and in the coming times we will be able to do more of these cases. But yes, it's a very responsible kind of task as a connector also. It's a responsibility that you are taking the kind of people who go public and all the people buying their shares and putting in their hard-earned money in those. So we have to be very responsible apart from the government compliance. We ourselves also we have an ecosystem in more than one ways to find out if they are fundamentally correct and the genuine people who should be coming up with ideas.
Awesome. So most of the businesses would definitely be interested. You are one of the most wanted persons in the business fraternity because everybody wants to now take their businesses to the global level as well. I know since I know you personally as well, your global connections expands across the world and very authentic connections you have. So I'm sure, though a lot of people would love to get connected with you, you also would be limiting yourself to certain companies only. So how will you choose whom to work with and whom not to work with?
Yes, we do think like this, the way you just said. See, first of all, we have a limited energy. We do not have a unlimited energy. We do have limited resources, not unlimited resources. We do have limited time, not unlimited time. So we would also like to associate with the kind of people, as I've already mentioned, with the kind of people who are fundamentally strong. These fintech world or finance world is very attractive. So many people get attracted towards funding, but we have to see the kind of finances are involved. Are they mature enough to handle these kind of this thing? So all the 4 companies we are working with at the moment, they are fundamentally very strong. They have their own history and their own specific field. So these are the things we would look. And as I have mentioned, we have limited time. Would not like to work with anybody and everybody, of course. But
Hmm.
yes, we have our own due diligence scrutiny processes, filtration processes, wherein we try to filter and work with very genuine people. So I try to be as responsible as possible, as I already mentioned, to
Hmm.
bring someone on board for that stock market. So we do our own scrutiny before taking or handholding someone to that
Awesome.
position. Yeah.
I'm sure that is very much essential because there are so many startups and so many established businesses also. And of late, I have seen some businesses who have declined and who have become distressed. So, is there any scope for such distressed companies where you can help them to bounce back?
Yes. Yes. We have scope for these kind of companies because As a human being, we are bound to make mistakes. So if the promoters are genuine, and due to some, recently this 4 years back, COVID happened. I
Hmm.
know many people personally and otherwise. We have had stories that wherein the promoters were real genuine people, but due to some cash flow mistake or little bit here or there, and the whole thing, because nobody had ever thought of this kind of COVID thing happening all over the world. And otherwise, also, at times there is some small mathematical mistake, and they did not take care of very small aspects of the businesses, and they are into this kind of situation. So once again, if the fundamentals are right, people are genuine, we would love to help them. This way, we have two things. Number one, it is their help also. They also come out of their situation, and more than that, we also feel little bit. As a businessman, everybody is growing at 1.25, 1.30, 1.40, 1.50, 2x kind of thing in their own. Nobody need any help for that. People have this kind of every year they grow by 10, 15, 20, 30, 40%. But if the business is in a distress position, it goes up to a very lower level. And then if you take it up, then sometimes it gets you 5x, 10x, 20x, 30x kind of this thing. So for us, like an entrepreneur, businessman, we also have a kind of kick. If we are
Hmm.
able to bring something back, help them bounce back, and from that level to 10x, 20x, 30x level, we also get our kick. So yes, we do have scope, and I have been working on this kind of stuff as well.
Wow. So it shows the other being human side of funding as well.
Yeah.
That's amazing to know. See, businesses after getting their IPOs, they would go in for the next round of raising their capital as well. So there also, would you guys step in and help such businesses as well?
Yeah, so we as a venture capitalist are not strict to any one or two or three categories of the things. But yes, it is money. Money is involved. So we have to be very careful and cautious. And as I already mentioned, we have a complete ecosystem wherein we have all kind of filtration and you know checkups and all kind of due diligence thing. So if the company comes up on that criteria, we do not have any hesitation in helping them in getting them finances at a startup level, IPO level, post IPO level. We do not have any such criteria. But yes, the fundamentals and the criteria involved should be fulfilled. That's the only thing we look at.
Awesome. So now also we see that single entrepreneur based businesses after 25 years they would like to exit from the businesses. So at such times they do not know whom to approach where they can feel that their business is in safe hands and also the exit strategy they will also get some nice amount. So in such cases also would you guys help in exit strategies for businesses?
Yeah. So over the last approximately 30 years, so we have gained the kind of acumen, network, and then we put in sweat. So this is the mixture of three things: business acumen, network, and sweat. So anybody who is willing to exit at times is not able to find the right network or the acumen to negotiate and all. So we are there to help them as well. Yeah, we do that.